Long before it ruled the world's tropical orchards, the mango was a wild fruit of the foothills, growing in the dense forests where present-day India, Myanmar, and Bangladesh meet. Botanists trace its ancestor, Mangifera indica, back more than 4,000 years, to a landscape of monsoon rain and fertile valleys. There, the first farmers learned to favor the sweetest trees, saving their seeds, slowly shaping a wild fruit into something cultivated and prized. To the people of ancient India, the mango was never merely food. It became sacred. Hindu legend tied it to the gods, and the tree appeared in scripture as a symbol of love, fertility, and prosperity. The Buddha himself, by tradition, was given a grove of mango trees so that he might rest in their shade. Pilgrims and monks carried the seeds along the trade routes, and so the fruit began its long journey outward from its homeland. By the 4th century before the Common Era, traders had carried mangoes into Southeast Asia and beyond. Persian merchants brought them west toward the Middle East and East Africa. But the great expansion came with the Age of Sail. In the 15th and 16th centuries, Portuguese explorers, arriving on the coast of India, recognized the fruit's value and carried it across the oceans, planting it in their colonies in Africa, Brazil, and the wider Americas. Within a few generations, the mango had crossed nearly every tropical shore on Earth. Growing a mango tree is an exercise in patience. From seed, a tree may take 5 to 8 years before it bears its first fruit, and grafted trees, the choice of modern orchards, can take 3 or 4. A mature tree, however, may live and produce for 100 years or more, its roots reaching deep, its canopy spreading wide enough to shelter an entire family from the tropical sun. The tree demands warmth. It cannot abide frost, and it thrives where the year divides cleanly into a wet season and a dry one. The dry spell is essential, for it triggers the flowering. Each tree erupts in thousands of tiny blossoms, yet only a small fraction will ever become fruit. Bees, flies, and the wind carry the pollen, and slowly the green fruits swell along the branches through the heat of the growing season. Harvest is still, in much of the world, the work of human hands. Pickers move through the orchards with long poles tipped with nets and blades, reaching into the high canopy to cut each fruit while it is still firm. Timing is everything. Picked too early, the mango will never sweeten fully. Left too late, it will not survive the long journey to distant markets. The fruit is gathered, sorted, and cooled, and the best of it travels by ship and plane to tables thousands of miles away. Today, the mango is among the most cultivated fruits on the planet. More than 50 countries grow it commercially, and the world harvests well over 50 million tons each year. India remains the heart of production, growing close to half of all the mangoes on Earth, though little of its harvest is ever exported, for its own people consume nearly all of it. China, Thailand, Indonesia, Mexico, and Pakistan follow, each with orchards stretching to the horizon. There are now more than 1,000 named varieties, ranging from the small and fibrous to fruits weighing more than 2 pounds. Some are eaten ripe and golden. Others are picked green, sliced, and pickled into the fierce relishes of South Asian kitchens. The mango feeds celebration and ritual, daily meals, and roadside stalls. In India, it is called simply the king of fruits. From a wild tree in a monsoon forest to the orchards of 6 continents, the mango carries within it a long human story of faith, of trade, of patience, and of taste. It is a fruit that traveled the world in the hands of pilgrims and sailors, and that still ripens, each season, under the same tropical sun that first gave it life.